Guys, hope you're doing well today. I'm really excited to bring you this video because I've been meaning to do this video for months, and I'm talking probably like at least 6 months, but I haven't gotten around to it, or I just kept forgetting about it. But this is going to be a project pan tips video. I think I have about 13 here. A lot of you have been requesting a project pan tips video from me, especially a tip on how to pan powder products and eyeshadow fast, and I am going to tell you that tip, and I think it is pretty life-changing. It helps me get through so many different powder products. It's insane. So let's start with the first tip. My first tip is to do not pan products you hate. I know people do it and I know the reasoning behind it, but personally I don't like to pan products that I absolutely despise or hate because it just makes me unhappy, and then I eventually just want to declutter it or not use the product at all. Life is too short to be using crappy makeup and crappy beauty products, so I think it's best to just move on, but I totally understand why people would pan products they hate. I just personally do not. Number 2 is kind of backing on that tip, and it is to pick products that you are indifferent about or that you enjoy. For products that you're indifferent about, I mean like ones that you wouldn't mind panning. They might not be your favorite products, but they do work, or you can find ways to work with them. If the product sucks in general, I honestly would probably just declutter it like I said, but also panning products you enjoy also helps because I feel like panning both in your project pans kind of keeps it interesting. And honestly, I panned items that I've been indifferent about and end up really enjoying the product or missing the product when I finished it. So I think panning products you enjoy or are indifferent about, so products that you wouldn't mind panning, I think it's best to put those ones in projects. Number 3 is to use denser brushes when applying your makeup or kind of dipping into products. In general, I have a heavier hand with makeup, but also I use kind of dense brushes when applying my products. It's just how I am, and it definitely helps you get through the products a little bit faster. It might have more kick up. Powder fallout does not bother me whatsoever because I always do my eyes first anyway. So denser brushes can definitely help you pick up and apply more product, which will eventually help you get through your products faster. Number 4 is to make Franken-Products. You might have heard that term kind of floating around the panning community, but a Franken-Product is basically a mismatch of products or like powder products, whatever you want to do, kind of put them into one and make your own custom color. I was struggling to see progress on my pink champagne eyeshadow from Anastasia. I forgot to mention it in my Pan That Palette update previously, but I did crush up a little bit at a time and mix it with another eyeshadow in a different pan. In order to not get sick of my Franken product, I made enough for maybe like 2 or 3 uses, and then I would just adjust it when I wanted to do it again. And Franken products can also help you get through your products, especially after you hit pan, because it will expand the pan, and you can create some more fun colors that you don't have in your collection. Number 5 is to repress your products when you need to. I'm honestly kind of stubborn about this because I don't repress my products very often, but sometimes they'll break and I have to repress them. But if it's like really hard to get around the pan, I know a lot of people try to just call it quits, but you can actually use the remaining product if you repress it. I know a lot of people don't like repressing, but it does help you get through the product faster. Sometimes it will change the formula, so you kind of gotta watch out for that, but repressing your products helps you like fly through products, especially if it's like a very thin layer, because it's not as pressed as the manufacturer does, so you can help go through the product a little bit faster. Number 6 is to clean your brushes more often. You might be wondering, like, how is that a project panning tip? But if you actually clean your brushes more often, I don't even mean like deep cleaning, like maybe spot cleaning with like a makeup wipe or something every couple days or so, you can actually just use like fresh product more often on your brushes as opposed to using the same like dirtier brushes that are already built up with product over and over again, which you should be cleaning your brushes pretty regularly. I need to wash my brushes so bad right now. I do spot clean them once or twice a week, but I need to actually deep clean them. But anyway, like I said, you can pick up more fresh product because there's nothing on the brush, which can help you get through your products just a little bit faster. It's not the most effective and efficient tip because you're not plowing through pans at once. It's just like a slightly helpful tip that might help you get through your products a little bit faster. Number 7 is to take a break when you need to. I know many panners who start to feel discouraged when they start to not like the products that they're panning, and some of those products were items that they really loved, and it's really sad to see when people get discouraged. So I definitely recommend taking a break every once in a while. I've mentioned this in my Pan That Palette and Project Pan Porn updates, but I like to wear my panning, like Pan That Palette eyeshadows during the work week, and then on the weekends I will let myself play with eyeshadows and other products, and sometimes I even pull in my Pan That Palette and Project Pan items as well. But taking a break is definitely necessary, even like maybe like once a week if you don't want to take it as often. Use another eyeshadow that you haven't used in a while, or like a lipstick. Just have fun a little bit so you're not super discouraged or bored of your panning items. Number 8 I definitely recommend doing smaller seasonal project pans with less product than doing larger project pans, because you'll be able to kind of switch out your makeup seasonally. You'll be able to probably get through a little bit more products because you're focusing on less, but it honestly depends on the person and how many products you want to pan, how many projects you want going. And I just think doing smaller projects at a time, and especially seasonal projects, is a little bit more manageable than just doing a very, very large year-long project pan. For me personally, I know other people it works very well for. Number 9 is to wear makeup more often, and a lot of people are like, how do you go through makeup so fast? Like, I only finish like a foundation a year or a primer a year. But I wear makeup almost every day. I wear it about 6 days a week. Sometimes I take off on Sundays. But sometimes on Sundays I wear makeup because sometimes I like to film or just go out, and I wear makeup a lot. I find doing my makeup to be very therapeutic. A lot of people wonder why I wear makeup to work every day. It's just because I like it and find it very therapeutic to get ready in the morning. That's definitely a major tip because you're wearing more product more often on your face. Number 10 is to pick products that wear and like pair nicely together. For example, in my Project 10 pan, I have a lot of different types of items that I use on my face. Like, I'm pretty sure I have a blush, a highlighter, a brow product. Like, I have different types of items that I can wear all over my face at once, which is nice. But also like pairing colors that pair nicely together, like maybe like a nude lip and neutral eyeshadow. Picking items for the season that pair well together also helps. You have a more cohesive look and more of like a vision of what you'd like to do with your makeup because it all goes well together. You don't have to think very hard about it. It's like a duh, but reapply more often. For me, it's actually very hard for me to get through lip products, so this is one I need to step up my game on. But reapply your makeup more often. Number 12 is to multi-purpose your products. Like, for example, currently I am using one of my Pan That Palette eyeshadows as a kind of contour shade because it is a matte brown shade, so you can easily use that as a contour shade. I use my eyeshadows as highlighter all the time. I'm really close to finishing a blush, and it is a very neutral toned blush with a little bit of like peach to it, so I think I'm going to start using it as a transition shade. So there's tons of different ways to use your products and multi-purpose them. And my final tip is one I think you guys will appreciate the most, and that is how I get through my powder products so fast, especially my eyeshadows. So first, of course, I use my denser brushes to hit pan. Sometimes I'll like just kind of stab in the middle, not really stab, but just use the product consistently in the middle, and then once I hit pan, I will keep using it, but then I start breaking off little chunks of it, making it into a loose powder. So I use a like back of a sharper brush or something just to crush up little bits at a time, and I will use it that way. I don't think I'm overusing product because I'm only using the same amount I want for one use, and it helps you see the pan more and helps the pan expand. So that is my major tip for flying through eyeshadow. So those were 13 tips that I have for project panning. Kind of a weird number, but I'm glad I did this video again. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the tips, and let me know if you use these tips as well or you will use them in the future. But let me know some of your project panning tips because I would love to know and incorporate it into my panning, and I'm sure everyone else would love to know as well. Thank you again for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Talk to you later. Bye.